Well, it's the second day of LCS 2020 with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm about to sneeze. Hang on. What? I think we're good. Okay. Anyway, I'm joined right now by Nisqy to talk about how the split is going so far. We're one weekend in. You guys are 2-0. Things are looking pretty good.
Yeah, I think we played really good this week, and it's just our practice is paying off, I guess.
Well, it seems like there were a lot of people who were worried about C9 during the offseason. They were like, Jack's selling all these players just to make a ton of cash and blah, blah, blah. They lost their MVP. But it seems like the team is still really solid.
I mean, yeah. I don't know why people are thinking that way, because, I think C9, usually they always have like a good roster, right? And I don't know, people doubting this roster, for me, it's really crazy, because, Sven and Vulcan are really good players. And then Blabber was really good last year as well. Like, he even showed that at Worlds, so, I don't know, yeah.
Well, admittedly, a lot of the fans who watch the TSM games, Sven faced a lot of criticism last year, right? Like, he's always been considered a good player, but I can kind of understand why some of the fans would be like, Sven didn't do well on TSM, but it sounds like you think he's really solid.
From what I've seen and when I talked to Sven and stuff in the offseason as well, it's like, I don't think he felt that great there.
Yeah.
And I think mental is really important for a player. So if you don't feel good in your team, then you're going to play worse, right? And I think here in C9, usually the players are kind of happy to be here, I guess. And if they're not, then they just go away or like in another team, right? So, yeah, I think mental plays a lot, and I think Sven is still a great player, so yeah.
How is the team now? Because a lot of people have been talking about the identity of the team with so many people leaving, especially Sneaky, who's been a long-standing player. So what does it feel like being on this team, especially compared to last year?
I'm not so sure. I don't think our, how can I say it, our way of playing the game and like being as a team and stuff changed as much, because we're still kind of hanging around. We're still really joking. We're kind of flaming each other still. And yeah, I think, that's it.
Yeah, C9's still the trolley team. I'll never forget the video clip last year of Sneaky picking up Zazel's mouse, licking it, and then Zazel talking to the ref and being like, "Ref, a player just licked my mouse," or whatever. It's like, is that stuff still happen?
I think it happens less.
Okay.
But I don't think it's like, we're not like a really serious team. It's like, I think the difference between before and now is mostly every player kind of can say whatever he wants in review. And like, I say, yo, Sven, you played really bad here. And it's like, yeah, I agree. And then that's it. But like before, it was kind of harder, I think, doing reviews, because we're not really on the same page. But right now, at least we're all on the same page, which feels really, really nice, yeah.
Well, Sven's probably really used to that type of criticism and that level of feedback, because that's the TSM culture, right? The TSM culture is like, you sucked, you all sucked. Like that's the understanding I have there. So maybe that's some of that is coming over to C9 now. What are your aspirations for this team this split? Do you think it can get first place and secure C9 a championship for the first time in a while?
I do think if we're not getting cocky and if we keep improving, this team can go really far, I think, because we have kind of a triple threat team. Like, I think Licorice is solid, or Ball is solid, and I think I'm solid mid too. And then I think Blabber plays really well right now as well. So, I don't know. Right now, I feel like our weaknesses, we know them as well, so we're working on it. But yeah, I think as long as we don't get cocky and lazy, we should be able to win the split, yeah.
Do you think, you mentioned cocky twice, do you think cockiness is a danger for this team?
It happens to the teams that win a lot usually, or it gets to the player's head. So yeah.
Always a danger, I guess, for teams that are doing well. So, what other than that, I guess we haven't had a chance to talk. How was your break? Did you guys get? You actually C9 did a lot of boot camping, right?
Not as much as before, because before we'd go like in December or whatever, like 1st, 2nd December. But this year, we decided to just go at the end of December, like right after Christmas, and then just come back to LCS like 1 week before LCS starts, rather than scrimming for like 1.5 months in Korea, which was really nice, because we scrimmed in Korea and then we came back and we still had like the meta in our head and we knew all matchups and stuff. So I think that was pretty good. And also, I think having like a boot camp in Korea is really nice, because when you have new teammates, it's always good to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This helps you kind of get to know everybody.
Yeah, kind of, because if you don't speak the language, then you kind of have to stick together, even if you want to just go eat, right? So yeah.
Well, is there anything you want to say to any of the C9 fans out there?
Thanks for the support, and yeah, I hope we can get a trophy this year.
Very good. Well, hey, thank you so much for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching that interview. We're going to be doing so many great interviews over the course of this split. I can't wait for them. But either way, I want to shout out Alienware because right now we're actually in the LCS arcade powered by Alienware. That's right. This whole area soon is going to have all sorts of Alienware setups. I mean, they already kind of does. People are going to be able to come in here, play League of Legends, play games, have a good time. It's really cool that Alienware is able to set stuff like this up here at the LCS. So either way, shout out to them. There's a link in the video description below. Thanks so much to Alienware for all they do to support League of Legends esports.